What is up, guys? It is Turtles 420 Roast back again with another video, of course. And basically, today I'm just gonna be talking about how crazy fucking dabs really are. So, first of all, I want to just say that the Kratom has so far, I've been doing very well with it. The Oregon Kratom, it's every time I've used it, it's worked phenomenally. So if you guys still haven't checked out OregonKratom.com, definitely do. It's a very nice product. I'm currently ran out of dose on about 13 grams of it, and I'm feeling pretty good. So yeah. What ended up happening was this past weekend I went to go watch this new Halloween movie. It's been out since October 19, but I barely just watched it November 3rd, I believe. So, I mean, this Saturday. And fuck, it was actually a pretty good movie. Like, I ended up kind of doing a double date thing where it was me, my buddy, his girlfriend, and his girlfriend's sister. So, we both didn't, look like third wheels, which is very nice. The movie really fucking surprised me. I'm that person when, I go to watch, I'm not really scared of watching horror movies, of course, because, it's fake. But I was at least entertained, I was very entertained. It was a very entertaining movie. Like, the cinematography, the special effects, just the gore, it was very nice. I thought it was pretty excellent, the way that it was. And there was even some comedy in there, which I feel like more horror movies should. It's there's a certain line that horror movies kind of they don't know how much comedy to use, but this movie used just the right amount of comedy, and at certain points the comedy was even scary. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I'm not gonna spoil it, but definitely watch it. There were some parts that are comedic, but they kind of have you going run, how those scary movies are supposed to make you kind of feel for the character and kind of sympathize with them, and it definitely did. It helped me to it really makes you sympathize with the characters. There were some cliches in there, but other than that, it was just a good movie. It was entertaining. I think it was worth my money. So after the movie, we dropped the girls off. Me and the homie decided to go back to his pad to drink. We had, obviously I drink, I can handle my liquor. We were drinking piss water, or AKA Budweiser, and everything was going well. And then, not halfway through, but 20 minutes into it, he surprises me with some wax. Now, mind you, I have smoked cannabis in the past couple weeks, a month ago, but it was, herb cannabis, so it was very just mild. And so I haven't had concentrate in about 6 months. So my tolerance to concentrates was non-existent at this point. It was just baseline. And mind you, I was 4 beers in at this point already, so I'm pretty buzzed. So he takes his dab, very nice, and he sets up my dab, but he lets me choose how much I want, and I go for the tiniest amount, literally where my fingertip is, probably that big, that little square, maybe tinier. I didn't want to get super fucking high, so I took the tiniest dab I could, put it on the tip of a knife. I took that dab and I got wrecked, bro. It had that that very what is it called? Very almost I forget that word. Damn, I'm all over the place. But it was that very precise dab feeling, the notorious dab cough, where you feel like you can't catch your breath. And then on top of that, so I hit this from a rig, by the way. So it had the very notorious dab cough that you feel like you're fucking dying. And then afterwards, I got hit with a super fucking euphoric stick. It just makes you realize people who don't dab or don't dab often, Dabs just feels like a different drug. Like, it doesn't even feel like weed. I feel like I was on a psychedelic. Like, that's how strong, just how much THC was, like, in that. Because it was good wax, too. It was, like, I believe to be 80%, around that range, 80% THC wax. Mind you, back in my old day, that 80% THC wax probably would have not even lasted me, you know, a week. And it was like he had like a half gram of some like really good fucking wax, and it was like live resin basically. And in the past, that wouldn't even last me a week. Like I'd have been taking like 4 dabs, 5 dabs, but I took the tiniest dab I could, and they got me wrecked. Like, it just kind of made me appreciate tolerances, because it took me to get to the point where I was in the past. I don't know if you guys seen me like in videos that I have on here. I would take like 10 dabs in a row, like it was nothing. Like, not to fucking brag or anything, but that's how big my tolerance was. And just taking those 6 months off of concentrates and then going back to it, I nearly got a fucking panic attack from taking that little ass dab. Like sincerely almost got a panic attack. Like, it felt like a mild psychedelic trip. Like, I was tripping. Like, I would, and mind you, I was also robo tripping at this. I would robo trip in the past couple uh weeks, and it almost felt like that weird like ego death. Like, I was starting to get ego death. Like, we were watching Vice Principals with Danny McBride and the other son of the gentleman, forgot his name, and we were watching that show, and I just was so like into the show. Like, it was just so trippy. Like, I don't know. I was like I said, I was getting a mild panic attack, and I was just vaping on the CBD, trying to like, you know, distract myself. And I mean, I got to the point where I couldn't even drink anymore because like I was just so like lit. Um, but yeah, it kind of made me reappreciate the power of concentrates. You know, if you really don't abuse them and you save them for every now and then, they could almost be like too much. Like, if you're doing concentrates, then you're at a point in your life where just regular weed doesn't even work for you. Like, that's how I was at one point. So, I mean, I have like a way new respect for concentrates. Like, it felt like the first time I ever took my dab when I was like a fucking teenager, you know? So, yeah, if you've never had concentrates before, be very careful. I mean, I was an experienced user in the past, but this time, like, just taking that tolerance break just from concentrates, like, it really does uh, put you back at baseline. So, I don't know. I found a new appreciation for cannabis concentrates and their power. Like, I have much more respect for it. And whereas in the past I'd be taking 0.3 dabs and I'd be buzzing for a good hour and then I'd be sober again. But this time I was so lit. Like, I was lit throughout the whole night, and I ended up knocking out. Like, I ended up doing this thing where I was kind of like nodding out, and like you catch yourself nodding out, and I kept doing it. I did this so often that the homie was just like, "All right, I'm gonna call it a night," because like we were both lit, so like we got to a point where we were just so lit that like just needed to go to bed, and it kind of sucked because I feel like it ruined the night. I feel like if I just drank all night or smoked regular weed and drank, I would have been fine, but because of the fact that it was just too strong, like I'm serious when I said I took a tiny ass fucking dab, and it just lit me up like a house fire. And the CBD really did kind of help calm me down, but there was just so much THC that it was outweighing the fuck out of the CBD at that point. So it almost like the CBD was just outclassed by the amount of THC that was in there. So I'm hoping maybe next time I do dab to maybe have like CBD isolate as to like calm it more down, like a 50-50 mix, like 50, like I always like those. I never liked them in the past, but I think I have an appreciation for the 50-50, where it's like 50% of it is CBD and 50% of it is like wax. Like, that would be very nice, like to have that like in those little capsules and mix them up. So take a CBD THC dab, or just take weaker concentrate, because I'm not fucking lying when I say I was just lit out of my mind. Will I be buying a rig and going back to dabbing? No, definitely not. Because I'm not gonna lie, I like being able to get that lit off of one dab. Because he's had that fucking .5 and it's not even done yet. He's had that for about, he's at like a month now. Because that's how little he dabs now. And that's way more of a money saver. And I really don't want to get back into that addiction cycle of being addicted to concentrates. Because I'm not going to like, getting off of concentrates is a much different animal than getting off of regular cannabis. Because the amount of THC that's just in concentrates is ridiculous. Especially if you've never smoked in your life, if you haven't smoked, or if you only smoke herb, it will fucking knock you out the water. But just like everything, you do it a lot, you build, tolerance. And that's not good. So starting tomorrow, tomorrow or Wednesday, I'm hoping to get a THC cartridge, probably a Pissing Excellence or a Brass Knuckle, and yeah, I'll be doing a review on that. I just feel like if I'm gonna use anything with THC, I should go back to using, because I mean, if my tolerance was fucking that low and that outrageously, like, I got that outrageously high just off that tiny dab, then I feel like a THC pen should last me a while, because I would just be sitting there taking like 3 drags and I'd be done. I'd be done for the day, right? So I'm just gonna appreciate this low tolerance to THC I have, and I'm gonna keep it that way because I don't need to be lit off that every day. It's just not good for you. It's not that it's not good for you, it's just it's not good for me. Because I just really don't want to fall back into the addiction cycle. I'm already becoming an almost daily kratom user. I try not to use it all the time because of the fact that, like I said, I want to build tolerance. But for me, kratom, I feel like it's something I do need because I got a lot of pain, a lot. I work out four to 5 times a week. I work in a fast-paced environment job. I'm a cook, so I'm always moving. I'm always cutting things, and it causes severe wrist pain. Like, your wrist does not feel good, especially from lifting heavy weights, and on top of that, going cutting things, holding things with one arm. Like, your wrist will fuck up. It don't feel good. So kratom, for me, I see the benefits is that the high is not too overwhelming. The high is not too, it's not too overwhelming. It doesn't debilitate me. I can still work. I can still do a lot of stuff. I'm gonna try not to use it too much, so I'm not dependent on it, because I heard if you I saw this video on Psych Substance, he's been using it for like years, and when he tried to get off it, he started getting the shakes. So yeah, it's not something I want to really have happen. But between taking Tylenols like in excess versus kratom, I'd rather use kratom. My bad. Also, just wanted to give a shout out to Primaville Labs. They're not promoting me. They're not paying me or anything. Obviously, this is out of my own opinionated mind. But I bought this EAA Max Energy from Primaville Labs. It's like a pre-workout / post-workout, and basically it has all the essential amino acids that your body needs, apparently, from listening to certain forums and stuff, watching videos. EAAs are better than BCAAs because they help build new muscle, whereas BCAAs just help keep muscle. So like, let's say I'm trying to cut weight and I'm doing a lot of cardio and I want to keep my muscles, and branching amino acids are good to have. But if you're trying to build new muscle, then EAAs are definitely the way to go, according to some studies. So this is the fruit punch flavor. This is $30 for this container. It has 30 servings inside. I'm already about halfway done, a little bit more than halfway done, so I might have to order some more soon. But I don't honestly mind paying the price for this stuff. It comes with this little scoop. One of these scoops is a serving. I don't know how many grams it is, but it does, in my little 20-ounce cup, it does make a whole drink for me. It's the ingredients. I'm just gonna read them off for you guys real quick. So one scoop is 12.1 grams. It's got 10 calories, 3 grams of carbohydrate. You need your carbs when you're working out. It's got sodium, 30 milligrams, 39 milligrams of sodium, 52 milligrams of potassium from potassium citrate or coconut water concentrate. It's got the stimulant blend, which I like. It's got decaffeine malate or Infinergy, and it's got caffeine and androus and caffeine citrate. It's got 286 milligrams of that combined caffeine. So very, very stimulating. I sometimes use this as a little, instead of coffee, I'll drink like a cup of this stuff before going into work, and it does give you energy, like that slow release energy throughout the day. It's also got the branch chain amino acids that it has is L-leucine, L-isoleucine, L-isoleucine. So L-leucine, L-isoleucine, and L-valine. It's got about 2,500 milligrams of L-leucine, 1,250 milligrams of L-isoleucine, and 1,250 milligrams of L-valine. Then it has 300 milligrams of L-lysine hydrochloride, 225 milligrams of L-threonine, 200 milligrams of L-phenylalanine. Sounds stupid. 50 milligrams of tryptophan. Now that's interesting because tryptophan is the sleepy chemical that is inside of food, like turkey and meat, just in general. And tryptophan is very good for muscle growth, apparently. I mean, it makes sense, right? It's in our high protein rich food. It's also got L-histidine, L-methionine, and then the muscular energy and nutrient delivery. It's got highly branched cyclic dextrin, cluster dextrin. It's got 2,000 milligrams of that, or 2 grams. And then it has D-fubrose, 500 milligrams. So you're getting a lot of shit just in this. It's got all the essential amino acids that you need basically to put on more muscle. And I have been noticing a difference. Definitely, you get like more of a stimulation when I'm working out, and it pushes me to work out more. I now drink this while I'm working out. I don't do it post workout because I feel like just while I'm working out, it gives me that energy as I'm working out. So like I said, for the first 20 minutes of me working out, I'm kind of like still tired, but then as I'm sipping on this stuff, the energy starts to kick in, and I feel like while you're working out, you're allowing the essential amino acids to work into your system while you're working out, so yeah, I really love this stuff. I've been noticing a difference in energy levels when I go to the gym. I've been noticing that I'm able to kind of push myself a little more. Definitely notice some more muscle dexterity, especially in the shoulders. Like I feel just jacked. I've stopped taking creatine because of the stomach discomfort, and I hated feeling like bloated all the time. So I stopped taking creatine as of now, and I feel like this is a good substitute to get natural muscle growth in your body. As natural as you can get with supplements like this. So yeah, anyways, guys, I'm gonna end it off there. I'm hoping to make a video probably this Wednesday about a review of either brass knuckle concentrate or the piston excellence concentrate. But other than that, hope you guys are having a fantastic night, fantastic morning, fantastic afternoon. Hope you guys are feeling blessed. Hope you guys are feeling strong. Hope you guys are feeling just all around good, because that's how I'm feeling. And yeah, love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Just thank you for being there. I'm very grateful. You have no idea. So yeah, love you guys. Peace out. Deuce.